Namaste, friends. I'm Heather Wiest with Love, Serve, Inspire, and today I'll be guiding you through fascia flossing, an engagement and elongation stretching method. For today's practice, it'd be helpful to have 2 yoga blocks or anything equivalent. Remember to always listen to your body, stay safe, and have fun. We're going to begin reclining on our backs. Take your time. Come down onto your back, just grounding and centering into your practice, beginning to tune into the breath as you take complete inhalations and exhalations. Check in with body, mind, and spirit. And just receiving and absorbing some information about your fascia, connective tissue. Our fascia, our connective tissue, is an essential material in the body that wraps around and morphs into our organs, muscles, bones, tendons, ligaments, nerves, brain matter, and more. Made mostly of collagen, the triple helix fabrication of the fascial fibers can be stronger than steel. Fascia also plays a role in circulation, organ function, and the flow of lymph fluid. It distributes electricity and fluid, making it an important transportation highway in the body. The health of our connective tissue determines how we move, how we bend, how we feel, and so on. Internally exfoliate your fascia through pandiculation, meaning to contract and stay contracted as you elongate a certain area of the body. Through practice, the fascial fibers will begin to soften, warm up, and clear away stagnation in the area of focus. Fascia flossing is a wonderful tool to help deal with stress and tension. Initially, you may feel some soreness as you clear dense tissue, but soon your body will crave this engaging and elongating stretching practice. We'll be completing 12 different exercises today, stretches, with 8 to 12 repetitions each side. So as you are on your back, you'll begin to bend your knees, ground your feet into the earth. And we're going to begin with a quadricep floss. I like to call it the quad floss. You're going to lift your feet off of the mat, and you're going to cross your right ankle over the left, and you're going to interlace your fingers behind the left knee pit. From here, you're going to go ahead and take that right foot and ankle and resist the left shin down towards the earth. Inhale, you release. Exhale, you resist the shin into the ankle into the shin as you draw it down. We're going to continue here, about 6 more rounds. Exhale, you resist down. Inhale, you relax and lift. Exhale, resist down. Inhale, lift. Find your rhythm, find your pace. Begin to feel that left quad warm up. Very effective here. Let's take 3 more engagements, resisting down, release as you lift back up. 2 more with your breath. And then we'll release that side. Bring both feet down towards the earth. Notice the difference between left and right quad. We'll switch sides now, lifting both shins off of the earth. We'll cross the left ankle over the right, interlacing the fingers behind the right knee pit. And then again, resist as you draw that right shin down. Inhale, relax. Exhale, resist in both directions as you draw it down. Inhale, release. Beautiful. We have about 5 more here. Find your rhythm, find your pace. Again, remember to really resist as you're drawing that leg down. 3 more. My counts will probably be approximate. I'm not counting in my head too much here. So just make sure you do 8 to 12 rounds each side, and then we'll gently release both feet to the earth. Our next floss is going to target the hip flexor muscles, the very front of the thighs. We're going to lift up the right leg, a bend into the knee. You're going to take your right palm to the right front of the thigh. You're going to resist as you extend that leg as much as you can. And then inhale, relax and release. Exhale, push and resist, extending the leg forward. Inhale, relax completely. Beautiful. So about 5 more rounds here. Use your breath. Exhale, extending, resisting. Inhale, relax. Really getting a little bit into the quad as well here, but also that hip flexor. Nice. You can even take the hand at the very top of the thigh to feel it a little bit more. I think I have one more. And relax. So this stretching method, as you can tell, really does build some heat. You're activating the muscles as you're stretching. We'll take the other side. Left hand on top of that left thigh, maybe at the very top of it. As you exhale, resist as you extend the leg forward. Inhale, release. Resisting as you extend. Inhale, release. Exhale it out. Inhale in. Let's go for 4 more here. Maybe 5. Nice. Feel that muscles engaging in the front of the thigh. Three more. One more this side. Bring that left foot down and relax for a breath. Our next stretch will be a half happy baby, targeting the hip muscles as well as the outer glute. We're going to lift the right knee up, bringing the right foot up towards the ceiling as you have a bend into the knee. You're going to try to reach for the outside of the shin with the right hand, or the outside of the foot if you have the range of motion. As you exhale, resist as you draw that right knee towards the armpit. Inhale, re-extend. Resist as you draw into the ribs or armpit. Inhale, relax and release. We're on our third one here, resisting, getting into the outer hip and glute muscles. Inhale, release. Find your rhythm. You're in control of how much range of motion. Notice where you feel sensations in the body as you breathe. Let's take 3 more here. I feel this one a lot in that outer glute. And 1 more. And we'll release that. Gently bring the right foot back to the earth. Notice how you feel on that right side. We'll lift up the left foot towards the ceiling, a bend into the knee. You're going to hold on to the outside of the shin or the foot if you have the range. Exhale, release as you resist or resist. Inhale, release. Exhale, resist. Inhale, release. We're on our third one here. Really resisting. It takes concentration to keep that resistance going. Very potent, powerful method of stretching that will really impact the connective tissue in your body. You will see lasting changes. Let's take 3 more. I recently did a workshop where we guided this routine, and many clients said, oh, I'd love to do this after hiking or after their workouts. Perfect. 1 more here. And release. Bring that left foot down. Take a moment. Breathe into your body. From here, we're going to transition onto our right side for a leg lift floss. I'm going to come to my right side. I'm going to bring my hand underneath my head. I'm going to stack my knees, stack my hips. We're also going to target the hips and glutes through this floss. So I'm going to lift up that left leg. I'm going to take my hand to the outer thigh and resist it down on the exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale, pushing it down. Inhale, relax. Exhale, push as you draw it down. Nice. Inhale, try to resist the leg into the hand into the leg as you draw it down. About 5 more here, your rhythm, your pace. Stay connected with the breath. Feel the warmth in the outer hip and glute. Beautiful. Let's take 2 more. And 1 more. And then just relax for a breath, soften through the muscles. And we'll take that to the other side. So you'll just flip around onto your left side. Hand under the head, stacking the knees, stacking the hips. Take your right hand to the top of the thigh. Lift the thigh, resist the leg into the hand down into the leg. Inhale, relax. Exhale. I got a snap, crackle, pop there. And we'll continue here about 6 more rounds with your breath. Resist down and then relax completely as you come back up. I think I have 3 more. If something feels particularly nice, feel free to pause the video and stay there a little longer. Last round for me here. And then relax and soften. We're going to make our way onto hands and knees. From hands and knees, we're going to find our blocks for a low lunge, half split floss. I'm going to bring my right foot forward, and you don't have to use the blocks here unless you like to. And I'm going to reach forward, relaxing here. As I exhale, I'm going to resist pushing my heel into the earth, energetically drawing it back. So wherever the blocks feel good for you, we'll inhale, release. And then exhale, engage, draw back, a little micro bend into the knee. Inhale, release. You can also do this with the back toes tucked and the knee lifted. So you can still find the same stretch. Beautiful. Release. And then engage as you release, resist back, heel into the earth. Let's take about 5 more here, either the knee lifted or the knee grounded. Find that nice stretch. We're working the hip here, the hip flexor, and the hamstring. So this is a great one. You may already be doing this in your fitness or yoga classes. Let's do 1 more round. And then return back. And we'll just switch sides. You'll release that right knee back. Left knee forward, and again, blocks are optional. So relax as you lean into your lunge. Exhale. You're going to resist, rooting the heel into the earth and energetically drawing back. Inhale, release. And exhale, draw back. Again, that option to tuck the back toes under. Lifting the back knee if you like that variation. Notice where you feel the most resistance, the most opening in the body. I'll do a few more like this and come back to my knee. Moving with your breath. Let's take about 3 more here. Let this feel good. into the hamstrings especially. You'll feel a little bit more into the hip flexor as you lean forward and that outer hip. Let's take one more round. And then we'll return to tabletop position. I'm going to bring my blocks off to the side. We're going to come into a grounded gate floss. I'm going to take my hands in table pose. I'm going to extend my right toes out to the side. I'm going to tuck my left toes under just for a little resistance. And I'm going to take a nice deep inhale. As I exhale, I'm going to resist back as I push into the right foot and draw my glutes towards the heel. Inhale up. Again, take this to your range of motion. Exhale, resist back. So I'm feeling this into the inner leg, the inner thigh, the adductors. Lengthening and stretching. Let's take about 4 more here. Deep breaths into your body. Resist as you draw back. Get a little bonus foot stretch on that left side. And one more. And then we'll come back to center. Bring the right knee in and just notice maybe you shift a little side to side. Taking that on the other side. We'll extend the left leg out. Plant your foot down. Tuck the right toes under if you'd like. And then as you exhale, resist back. And inhale, release. Nice. Find your rhythm. Let this feel good in that left inner thigh region. So I like that word pandiculation, that constant contracting as you're stretching or elongating the area. Let's take 4 more on this side. Notice what you're feeling in your body as you breathe. And coming back to center, we'll bring the right knee in. We're going to transition on to our bottoms. Our next floss will be a 90-90 sit floss, or you can take this into a single pigeon floss. So I'm going to bring my right shin forward, and I have a bend into the left knee. The left knee comes back, and it doesn't really matter where your shin is in space. It can be more parallel with the mat, or you can draw it in if that's more comfortable for your knee. So the action of this floss, and I will demo the single pigeon in a moment, is we're going to push the shin into the earth as we exhale and release down. And then we'll inhale, let go. So push the shin as you resist downwardly. Inhale, relax. So you can stay with that 90-90 sit, or you can come more into a single pigeon and do the same thing. Pushing that shin into the earth as you exhale, bow in. And inhale, come back. Really push the shin in, activating that outer hip and glute. Exhale or inhale. Yeah, exhale, resist. Inhale, release. So you can stay in that single pigeon or the 90-90 sit. About 5 more engagements here, resisting down. Inhale, relax. I really enjoy this one a lot. I bring it into my yoga classes. I find it super effective in opening up through the outer hip and glute region, gluteus medius. I'm going to take 2 more. And 1 more. If you're in that single pigeon variation, just dropping down onto the right glute, we'll bring the legs a little more forward, and to release, I like to take a little pinwheel twist. So So just pinwheeling the knees side to side. And then we'll take the other side. We'll take that left leg forward, right leg back into the 90-90 stretch. If you'd rather do the single pigeon, feel free to lift on up and take that right leg back. Framing the shin and the calf with the fingertips. Exhale, push the shin into your mat, into the earth, resist. Inhale, release. Move with your own rhythm. About 5 more rounds to balance out my sides. I will come into that single pigeon since I did it on the other side. What's beautiful about this practice is you can create your own flosses, finding muscle regions that you can elongate and engage at the same time. So this is a very creative practice, finding a stretch you enjoy and tailoring it to where you are engaging the muscle while elongating at the same time. Let's take 2 more here. Probably doing more on this side than the other, so just adjust accordingly. And coming on up, if you're in that single pigeon, you'll come on to that left hip, drawing the legs forward. Maybe you just lengthen out the legs and give them a little shake. From here, we're going to come back into tabletop position, hands and knees. We're going to be taking a melting heart floss or puppy dog floss. We're going to come down onto our forearms for this variation. And we're going to keep our knees about hip width distance and our glutes are up towards the ceiling. Now I want you to resist into the forearms. I'm going to tuck my toes, but they don't have to be tucked. And then as you exhale, you're going to reach back, lengthening through the arms, reaching back towards the glutes. Inhale, relax. Exhale, really resisting forearms to the earth. So I feel this in my shoulders and spine. That's what we're targeting through this floss. We're going to do 1 more at center, and then we're going to angle our forearms towards the right side. So as you inhale, release, you're going to angle your forearms any amount towards the right side of your mat, and then do the same thing. As you resist, you draw back. So you're going to feel a little bit more into your side body, the left side for this side. Beautiful. Let's take 2 more here. Inhale, release. Exhale, resist back. We'll walk the hands back to center, and this time taking them over to the left corner of your mat. Root into the forearms, resist as you draw back. Inhale, release. Exhale, resist back. Beautiful. 2 more. We're doing 4 in each direction. And 1 more here. From here, we'll bring the forearms back to center. We're going to slide into a low cobra pose. So drawing the legs back, you're on your belly. You're going to bring your hands underneath the shoulders. This is a cobra floss. So I want you to energetically feel your wrist drawing back, forearms drawing back, thumbs hugging in as you lift. And then I like to exhale and release on this one. Inhale, engage and lift. Exhale, release. So energetically hugging the thumbs in, forearms engage back. Exhale, release. So very active cobra. You can feel it in your back muscles and the spine and the chest. Inhale, lift and resist. Exhale, release. Let's take 3 more. Inhale, resist, hug into midline. Exhale, release. 2 more with your breath. Any range of motion that feels good for you. There's a slight engagement of the glutes and the pubic bone rooting into the earth to protect the low back. Exhale, release. And just soften, maybe creating a pillow for your forehead. 1 more breath. We'll begin to bring the hands under the shoulders, lifting into a tabletop pose for our pectoral floss. We're going to bring our fingertips into midline. So the elbows are going to poke out here. And this will target the pec muscles in the front of the chest. You can keep your toes flat or tucked, whatever works for you. A slight engagement of the core. So resist as you push down, elbows poke out like a little mini push-up. Inhale, relax. 7 more. Exhale, resist. Inhale, release. Nice job, everyone. Feeling this nice release through the chest. I did arms yesterday, so this feels super nice. Let's do 2 more here. Beautiful. Just softening into a child's pose. Hips back towards the heels, the arms forward. Take 3 full breaths. Notice how you feel in your body. And then we'll slowly arise back up. Our next floss will be an arm wrestle floss. So for this one, you can sit on your blocks. I'm going to sit on 2 blocks, or you can even use a chair that's nearby. So finding a spot to sit. You have your feet grounded down. We're going to bring our right elbow to the right thigh. And this floss will be taking the left arm, the opposite arm, and resisting like you're arm wrestling yourself down. So this is going to be targeting the muscles up through the neck and the shoulder area. So again, resist as you exhale down. Inhale, relax. Exhale, resist down. Let this feel good in the whole side of the right trapezius, shoulder, through the neck. I think I have about 4 more here. Work your rhythm, your pace. Two more. And 1 more. And then just relax. Kind of notice the difference from right and left side. And then we'll bring our left elbow to the left quad, right hand to the outside of the arm, and imagine your arm wrestling yourself. Exhale, resist as you draw down. Inhale, relax. So what I love about this practice, you begin to really learn it in your body. You will crave it. It feels very nice. Similar to the joint juice mobility video that I have out. I love that practice as well, just waking up through my joints in the morning. You find those things that really work for your body and you embrace them in your practice. I'm going to do about 4 more here, resisting as I draw down like I'm arm wrestling someone or myself. Linking this with your breath. 2 more here. And 1 more. And relax. Kind of shake out the arms to the side. We're going to make our way to standing. We have 1 standing floss. I like to call it the standing squat floss. So you're going to have a nice stance for yourself, and this is our last floss for today. We're going to find a nice little squat here, and I'm going to take the backs of my hands to the backs of the calf muscles. Now the resistance here is pushing my hands into the calves as I straighten any amount through the legs. So again, we're targeting the hamstrings and the low back here. So resist as you push into the calves, straighten through the legs any amount. Rebend into your squat. Exhale, resist. Inhale, bend and release. Exhale, resist and straighten. Find your rhythm here. You may feel a little activity in the quads as well, but you're going to feel most of the stretch engagement through the hamstrings and the lower back muscles. Push into those hands. Release as you squat. Let's take 4 more. Crown of the head releases as you fold forward. Two more here. Again, you can squat any amount that you like. After your last round, just let yourself dangle like a ragdoll forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need. Crown of the head releasing to the earth. And then we'll bring the hands to the hips, a bend into the knees, come all the way to stand. Allow yourself to find a nice mountain pose. Arms down by your sides. Maybe you bring palms together at heart center. Noticing how you feel in your body. Taking 3 breaths of gratitude to carry you through your day. And softly opening the eyes. It's a true honor and a pleasure to guide you. Thank you for showing up, sharing your beautiful presence with me today. You can stay connected with me on my website, loveserveinspire.com. Much love and namaste.